And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show on another night where the early heartbeat of success gave way to the heartburn of another burned lead. Rangers were up too early. They lose it 5-3 to the Devils on home ice. Welcome inside our Delta MSG studios, John Giannone, Henrik Lundqvist, and Steve Valiquette. We talked in the pregame, Henrik, about the possibility of a hangover. I don't know that we saw that tonight, but the Rangers were dealt another dose of food for thought, given where this season is going.
Yeah, watching this game, you try to understand why the Devils have the record they have. And watching this game, they didn't force many plays. The Rangers did. They forced a couple plays, neutral zone. They cost them a couple goals. The only thing with the Devils game, I would say, that was not good, they were a little sloppy with penalties in the third and kind of gave the Rangers a chance to come into this game. But overall, you were hoping for a performance throughout 60 minutes. They had a great start, and we thought, okay, they're going to build some confidence from this. But the Devils responded quickly, and I think comes back to their confidence too right now. They're not forcing plays. They know whatever they're going to do out there is going to be enough for them to win. While the Rangers, they're forcing plays right now that might not be there at the moment.
Yeah, and you can tell that throughout a 60-minute game. It could not have started better for the Rangers. 80 seconds in, it's 1-0. A minute 41 later, it's 2-0. They have a 2-goal lead on Igor Shesterkin in the net with 57 minutes to play. And it didn't go their way.
Well, a big topic of conversation in the pregame was about how the Rangers were going to get out of their zone. And that's exactly what happens on the first goal. They get out clean, they have a lot of speed, they transition up the ice really well after a shot on goal, and then it's a stop. But Miller takes the turn here, and this is important. You need to use the net to pick, but he also gets help from Trouba, who puts up a wall here so Haula can't get by. So now that Miller has this open ice, we've got 3 Devils caught low, and Hedl and Panarin have a lot of speed coming down the ice. The Rangers are able to get an outnumbered situation on a 2-on-1, and they've got plenty of space to make it happen at the top of the circle. I usually talk about passing before the defender's stick, but it's under the triangle there. And when you look at it this way, that's the 6th time the Rangers have scored on a 2-on-1 this season, the 2nd off of an east to west. Forechecking. The Rangers wanted to establish this early in the hockey game. They did. They have forecheck offense because Zibanejad here mixes it up, gets a little bit of support. It's a low to high. Miller quick D to D to Trouba, and it's off the stick. There's no hesitation. It comes in a bit of a grenade, quite honestly, but you've got Kreider and Zibanejad at the net, and you can't draw it up any better than this, guys. This is exactly what they wanted. They wanted to own the front of the Devils' net after they get control from a forecheck offense, and they have chaos in front of the net. And at this point in the hockey game, the Rangers had complete control by the book what they wanted to execute.
They looked fast. It looked like they didn't overthink it. They just tried to get the speed going. And watching the Devils, I'm keep coming back to them, because what happens when one team is doing really well in the league, a lot of the other teams are watching. What are they doing so well? And to me, it was the speed and not forcing plays. And start of the game, the Rangers had it, and it got away from them a little bit. And right now, for the Rangers, this is a good test. This situation right now builds character. How do you deal with this? Couple games that slipped away from them. Tonight, they played a really good game. That's just what happened. But the other 2 games, I wonder if it creeps in a little bit into their mindset right now that they did so many things right, but it didn't pay off. So they need to deal with frustration the right way right now and use it as motivation going into the next couple of days of practice and preparing for the next game. That's a big game for them. They need to win that one.
Yeah, it builds character, it shows character, it reveals character as well. We'll see how the Rangers respond. Those were great looks at how the Rangers were able to take a 2-0 lead from our CDW film room. But then the Devils had a response. 4.5 minutes after it was 2-0, they scored 2 in 6 minutes. They then scored 2 in less than 4 minutes in the second period, Steve. And just like that, 2-0 up was 4-2 down.
Right, and to me, John, I just wonder if Igor's looking to make big saves, because the chants come down from the stands and it's Igor, if he is Igor. And right now he's not playing like his dominant self because he's leaning. He's looking for a save here on Hischier because he sees there's a backdoor pass option, but Tatar shoots it. And on goal number 2 here, Sharangovich, after the Rangers don't get out of their defensive blue line, it's still a shot for me that I'd like to see Igor get a save here because he goes early with the blocker. and the puck goes through what we call the 7-hole, the space between the blocker side arm and the hip. And on a flip here, once again, for me, I've got Lindgren coming back. He's cutting the ice in half. If Igor steps out and plays that partial breakaway, he doesn't leave early for Hughes. And on this shot here, I looked at it afterwards. Miles Wood takes the first one, you guys, and he's on the ice. Igor's pads are on the ice before the initial shot at the net from Miles Wood comes off Wood's stick. That's not Igor's game. I watched this guy for 3 years dominate this league. You always see the puck halfway before him and the shooter's stick. That's what I see from Igor. So now he's going to the ice a little bit early, looking for a save. Goalies by nature, and Hank, you'll back me up here, we're very introspective people. And sometimes it hurts us because we think too much. We think too much about the process instead of looking for results. Like, that's the way I see Igor right now. He's looking for results. He wants to help. He from the bottom of his heart, he wants to make a save for his team here. But to me, it just looks like he's thinking too much.
Yeah, and you can get caught and try to analyze the play before it happens. And that's kind of what it looked like at one of the goals, where try to cheat a little bit and get set for that pass across. Instead, they take the shot, and then you're really in trouble. Mm-hmm. And I remember a lot of times throughout my career where you analyze too much instead of just try to be in the situation 100% and react from there. And you talked about it, Steve, during the game, that his speed is so good that he can allow himself to really be in the situation and still be in the right place if the pass goes across. But two things. We're analyzing this because the expectations on Igor is so high. And also the team not playing their best, so they need Igor to be his best.
For sure, yeah. So it was in order to tar Sharangovich, Hughes, and McLeod. That gave the Devils a 4-2 lead en route to a 5-3 victory, 10th straight on the road. Jacob Trouba had an assist on the 2-0 Rangers goal. He played almost 20 minutes tonight. Here he is with his thoughts after the latest loss for the Rangers.
So it didn't seem like a lack of effort tonight, especially the third period. Where do you think things went wrong for your team tonight?
There's too many big mistakes. I think I'm accountable for one. I think those are the things that are biting us right now. We're turning a puck over, it's ending up in our net, and those are mistakes we can't make.
You had this meeting yesterday. Did you see more of what you wanted to see from that meeting, or is it frustrating because the things that you addressed weren't really executed?
I think there's a little bit of frustration for everyone at this point. We talked about it. I think the effort, like you said, I think was there. I don't think there was any quit late in the game, especially going into that third. And we should keep battling, keep grinding, keep working through this.
Are there any positives that you take away from tonight's game?
I think the effort in the third was some good fight back, but we're not looking for moral victories at this point. I think find a way to get 2 points. That's the bottom line for us. I think we know that, and obviously disappointing, but I think you definitely build off that third a little bit and take a little bit of momentum from that.
So the thoughts of the captain, Jacob Trouba, talking about too many big mistakes, turnovers turned into goals, and that became a problem. For the Rangers, Vincent Trocheck scored in the third period on the power play. That made it a 4-3 game, certainly kept it interesting until Sharangovich's empty net goal. Part of a night for Trocheck where he scored on the power play, but boy, he could have had more.
Yeah, I see him as a player that does step up in big moments. You know, you think about the goal in LA that he had when the Rangers needed one. He knows how to get to the middle of the ice late in hockey games. When it's tight, it's playoff hockey. There's 3 people in front of the net here. Trocheck finds it, but he's also known for being able to find the broken play, John. That's one of his greatest strengths, is being able to be around the net and find the puck. And then right thereafter, he has 2 shifts where he gets inside in the third period. First one here just misses the net. He's looking top glove. And then he really gets robbed here on the second one, where he, once again, inside. Great blocker save there from Vitek Vanacek, who was really good throughout. But there's a lot to digest with his game that I like. And you just hope that there was maybe a little bit more of a momentum shift to keep it going and break through at that point as well.
Well, you listening to Trouba as well about frustration, I think that's a key word right now. How do you deal with it? It's going to happen. And back to my earlier point, how we can build characters in the room. And I think it's very important right now that the top guys are saying the right things in the room. And not overreact, but at the same time, understand the serious situation here. You don't want to let 3 become 4 and 5 losses. So how they respond in the next game is going to be very important. And special teams, yes, power play stepped up in the third a little late, but they did get a lot of opportunities to get back in the game a little bit earlier. And if you look at the success in the past here for the Rangers, it's been the power play, it's been Igor. And if it's not 100%, it's going to be hard, especially against one of the best teams in the game right now.
Yeah, the Devils now 19-4. Rangers 10-9-4. 5-3 the final score on what was Hockey Fights Cancer Night at Madison Square Garden. Rangers took the ice wearing the custom warm-up jerseys, using special tape on their sticks, special pucks as well. The jerseys and sticks will be signed and auctioned off at auctions.nhl.com/New York Rangers. The pucks and the Hockey Fights Cancer commemorative patches also available for purchase there as well. The auction will run until December 5th. All proceeds benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation partners, including Northwell. We've got more to come on the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show.